Hey everyone. Yeah, I'm going to do this one more time. Apparently, I ran out of some space on my laptop. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, um, Frank Hill, it's Frank, sent me some questions along with the package he sent me. So I'm going to answer them as best I can. And this is something that he does, I do, Patrick Butler, Style Man. This is something we all do that when we send packages to people like Zara Nizarak or Matt Burnett, Animat. We ask them questions to want to know what their thoughts are on a few things, and we do the same for each other. So, all right, the first question he has, and these are the questions right here. The first question he has is, have you seen Darkwing Duck music video? In other words, have I seen the Darkwing Duck music video? Yes, I have. I have seen it. As a matter of fact, in case some people don't know, it is part of the VHS releases, I think most of them, of Darkwing Duck. So I should know this because I own the Dawns the Duck two-part pilot that they released on VHS, and it's on there. So yeah, I have seen it. I think it's really good. I think it's nice. I think it's really good. I think it's nice. It would have been great if they would have probably added that, probably used it for maybe the Saturday morning intro, or at least as a theme song for the Saturday morning intro. But you know, take what you can. Next one is, have I seen Goof Troop music video? Yes, I have. I have seen the Goof Troop music video. I saw it here on YouTube, and I think it's also on the VHSs of Goof Troop. And I think it's nice. It's nice, a little rap number, if you will. It's really nice to see. And again, I think if they would have altered that with the Saturday morning run of the show, made that theme song there, it would have been just as nice to kind of differentiate, the Saturday morning one and the syndicated one. But like I say, take what you can. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. I know that there's criticism on the fact that I know that there's criticism on the fact that you have some people dressed up as Goofy, and it's like, why, you know. Next question: have I seen Chippendale Rescue Rangers music videos or fan music videos on YouTube? Yes, I do. I have seen the Rescue Ranger music video. As a matter of fact, I own, no, I don't own, but I have the Rescue Ranger music video as part of my Best of Rescue Rangers DVD set, as well as I have it on my complete recorded set of the series. So I have it on there, and I like it. I really do. So I like the fact that they were able to get the Jets for it, which was, I think, even back then in 1989 was a huge deal, because here you have this multi-talented, multi-platinum uh, pop group, and here you're bringing them in to do the theme song, or the pop version of the theme song for Rescue Rangers. Well, before this, you didn't even have anybody do anything for DuckTales or Gummy Bears, and this was the first. And I got a kick out of it. I really did. My sisters, who were Jets fans at the time, liked it too, because this was a group they followed and enjoyed. So um, I would suggest, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's really fun. And as far as if I've seen other fan vids on Rescue Rangers, yes, I have. Matter of fact, I really like the Nation of Animations little WWE is like videos that they do, especially like the one with Dale and Gadget. So check those out if you can, and they're really good. And yeah, it's I've seen the video, I've seen some of the fan vids, and I get a kick out of them. I really do. As a matter of fact, "It's My Life," the Bon Jovi song, I got introduced to that through a Rescue Ranger fan vid dedicated to Gadget, dedicated and based around Gadget. So there you go. That's how I got introduced to that song, and that kind of helped me start my run with the fan vids. So there you have it. Um, Another question he has is, we almost had a Gargoyles I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. We almost had a Gargoyles live action movie in 1998. For some reason, it never happened. How do you feel about that? Well, I'll say this: I had heard some things back then, even though I didn't. My access to a computer and all that wasn't much because I was still in school and I was just graduating. But I heard something, and how do I feel about it? A little disappointed, I guess. But um, I think you kind of sense why Disney didn't do it. You see, at the time, even if Disney was to put it under the Touchstone brand, under the Touchstone license, people would know it was a Disney property because it was on the Disney Afternoon, and later on ABC Saturday mornings. So um, I don't think. I mean, I think Disney honestly wanted to do it, and they still can do it nowadays more so than ever. But I think at the time they wanted to do it, but I believe the intentions were good for it to happen. But I think what happened was at that time, unlike now, they had never done a PG-13 rated film under the Walt Disney Pictures banner. They had done them under Touchstone and Miramax, but never under the Walt Disney Pictures banner directly. So there was no way at that time, as far as they were concerned, they were going to break that. They were going to break that mold. They were going to break that seal and actually release a PG-13 rated film. I mean, it's one thing for them back in the mid 80s to release a PG rated film in The Black Cauldron and even release a few PG rated films throughout, but they never were up. I don't know what it was, but they were just never up for doing a PG 13 rated film. They didn't want to break that seal. But later on, they did just that with the Pirates of the Caribbean because I think they realized Pirates of the Caribbean, that's going to be dark and gritty, even though it's based on a ride. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to give it a PG-13 rated rating, and that's what they got. So I think more so nowadays, it's possible for a Gargoyles movie to happen because the technology is more advanced than it was then. Not saying it wasn't there. You take a look at something like Jurassic Park, it's evidence that it was there, but I think more so nowadays, it's possible because the technology is there. And Disney has done so many Pirates of the Caribbean movies under, with a PG-13 rating that it would only make sense for them to do a Gargoyles movie and give it the PG-13 rating as well because it wouldn't be uncommon. It wouldn't be a rare thing. True, it'd be a first for maybe, let's say, a Disney Afternoon related show, but it wouldn't be, a big deal as far as just movies are concerned under the Disney banner. So, yeah, so honestly, I think now would be the better time than any. But but as far as 1998 goes, you get what you can, and like I said, apparently they weren't ready to do a Disney afternoon. I mean, I do a PG-13 rated film because that's what it would have been, no matter how you look at it. Next question: do I like the character of Styx from Sonic Boom? I like her. I mean, I think she's funny at times. I like the fact that she's created to be a paranoid conspiracist in a sense with that comic relief in her, sort of that tooniness. I like how because of that she's always prepared for anything that could happen. So, and she's kind of a DTA except for her friends. She's DTA around people she doesn't know and doesn't trust. So I like that about her. And I also think that, as I've said before, if they were ever to do the lustful milk gag, which is basically, if you look it up on TV tropes, basically the gag which is basically described as the gag where a female character or male character gets so enamored or attracted to the somebody to the opposite sex and it's to the opposite sex, if you will, to the point that if let's say that opposite sex, that crush that they have or whatever, compliments them or even kisses them on the cheek, they end up melting into a puddle of goo. Or even flirts with them, they end up melting into a puddle of goo. And I could see Styx probably being that kind of character. That I could see them in the Sonic Boom series, possibly potentially doing that with her, maybe even Amy Rose. So I could see it. I could see that gag happening with Styx as much as I could see it with Amy Rose. But do I like Styx? Yeah, I like her. I mean, I like how they kind of when they would do the Sonic Boom issues of Worlds Unite. I like how they would always make it very Sonic Boomish, and how she would break the fourth wall, and characters and all the other characters that around her would be like, "What is she doing? What is she talking about?" So I liked her appearance in there. So uh, overall, not too. Overall, she's a good character, and I kind of see her being a character that will slowly get integrated, maybe into the main comic, just like Cream was before her. But I think we got to give it a little bit more time. But yeah, I like Styx. Do I like the characters of Orbot and Cubot from Sonic Boom? I like them. I think they're good side comedic reliefs for Eggman. Sometimes good foils, if you will. They don't differentiate that much from their original game counterparts or the original comic book counterparts. So I'm okay with them. I think they're good characters. Um, I think there could be more done with them in the Boomverse, if you will, but I think they're all right. Um, what did I think of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie from 1999? Well, originally the movie came out in '96, I believe, 3 years before in Japan as an OVA, and ADV Films got the license to distribute it here with an English dub on VHS and then later on DVD. But my thoughts about it is I think it's a good one. I think it's good. It's entertaining, it's funny at times, and it can be serious, it can be dark. But I think it's a nice little niche there. It's a nice little how do I say it? It's a nice little how does the saying go? Like I say, it's a nice little niche, and it's a little bit of a nice acknowledgement by Sega and by ADV Films of the entire Sonic fan base because in the English dub, you have Robotropolis, Swapbots, and all that referenced, if you will, through the designs and everything. The locations look different and everything, but I like the fact that with the American version, despite how you feel about it, they tried to put in a mixture of um, of a lot of Western Sonic references to kind of keep it close to what we knew here. So I enjoyed it. I actually got a kick out of it, and like I said, I think it was probably the closest we would get to an actual Sonic movie, and that's why I think they dubbed it the movie. ADV Films, I think, dubbed it the movie because it's the closest here in the Western Hemisphere that we would get a Sonic movie. I mean, true, we're getting one in a few years, but it was the best we got at that time, and I was totally cool with that. And I enjoyed it. I mean, I know some people might find the Sarah character a little annoying, a little brattish, a little bit of a gullible airhead at times, but you could tell she knows what right from wrong, and she has a good heart. So and she was, I think, just put in there for that comic relief and a bit of a foil for Sonic and maybe even Eggman because like I said, the way she was portrayed, in my opinion, as a kind of a gullible airhead with a bit of a bratty attitude, but she knew right from wrong. So I liked it, and obviously you could tell that it was based more around Sonic CD and Sonic 3. Uh, with an original story in a sense, because this was the animated debut, believe it or not, anime wise, of Metal Sonic. So um, I was cool with it. I liked it, so I enjoyed it. Um, I would recommend checking it out maybe once or twice. And I know I'm probably just a few of them out there that recommends it. So, last question is: besides the Sonic the Hedgehog movie coming out, do you think they might come out with a Sonic Boom? Do you think they might come out with Sonic Boom the movie? It could come out as a TV movie or only on DVD and maybe also on Blu-ray. What do you think? Well, if Sonic Boom reaches that far, because the new season starts this fall, so if it was to carry over and maybe get